For the first time since the Cold War, European nations are actively discussing whether they should hit back at Russia, not just defend, not just condemn, but retaliate. Why? Because Russian drones are buzzing NATO skies, Russian operatives are sabotaging European infrastructure, and hybrid attacks, cyber political covert have crossed a dangerous threshold. And now, European leaders have begun debating the previously unthinkable. Should Europe launch offensive cyber operations? Should NATO conduct surprise military drills aimed directly at Russia? Should Europe finally hit back? This is no longer a theoretical war game. This is the new front line of modern conflict, and it's unfolding right now. Russian drones have been spotted repeatedly over Poland and Romania, both NATO members. Mysterious drones have disrupted airports and military bases across Europe. There have been GPS jamming attacks, incursions by Russian fighter jets and naval vessels, even an explosion on a major Polish rail line, one that carries military aid straight to Ukraine's front line. Europe is realizing that warnings and condemnations have done nothing. The sabotage continues, the drones keep coming, and Moscow appears to be stepping up, not stepping back. A global think tank, Globsec, found over 110 sabotage attempts in Europe between January and July alone, primarily in Poland and France, and linked directly to Moscow-backed operatives. That is almost one attack every other day. For Europe, this is not just a security challenge or a threat, it's a warning shot. And European officials are now asking the hard question: how much longer can Europe tolerate this? So what is on the table? According to senior European officials and EU diplomats, the ideas are being openly discussed behind closed doors. Ideas on the table are joint offensive cyber operation targeting Russian infrastructure, rapid public attribution of Russian hybrid attacks, pointing the finger fast and loudly, NATO-led surprise military drills meant to send a shockwave straight to the Kremlin. A German defense official went even further, publicly asking whether Europe must now start becoming more active in this war. This is Europe's most aggressive posture in decades against Russia. Russia has noticed, and Russia is watching very closely. At a conference recently, Vladimir Putin himself warned that Europe is militarizing and hinted that Russia is prepared to respond. Europe is trying to deter Russia. Russia is reading this as a preparation for conflict. A dangerous miscalculation could change everything. And here's the truth: Europe does not really want a war with a nuclear-armed Russia. But Europe also cannot stand idle as drones, sabotage, and covert attacks become weekly events. Europe is inching toward a new reality, a reality where retaliation is no longer off the table, where offense may replace defense, and where the next phase of this conflict might not unfold in Ukraine alone, but across the continent.